There are a lot of people out there saying that you shouldn't buy a home, but why are they saying this when we also keep hearing about all these older people who bought homes decades ago and now are so wealthy from being a homeowner? In this video, I'm going to show you why investing is worse than home buying for the majority of people. Yes, you heard me right, and it's for a very practical reason. Hi, I'm Nicole Hamilton. I'm a mortgage expert. Subscribe to my channel and you'll be the first to know when I upload a new video. Homeownership has always been considered to be part of the American dream, but recently there have been a lot of people telling you that renting is better, and mainly that's because home affordability is a real issue right now. Of course, if homes were cheap, everyone would buy them and no one would be looking for alternatives. The big alternative to buying a home is renting and investing regularly as a wealth building strategy. That way your money compounds. It's a solid strategy if you can pull it off and be consistent. Let's say you invest $200 every month in the S&P 500 index. Over 30 years, that may turn into over $450,000. So regular investing is a known wealth generator. You don't even have to be a stock whiz to participate. But you'll still have to pay for housing, and housing is likely going to be your largest expense by far. And if you're renting, your rent will only go in one direction, and that's up. So for every year that you rent, you'll have to pay more and more for your largest expense. But if you're investing, your money is compounding, offsetting these increases in rent. Sounds good, right? Here's why this strategy, which sounds great, makes a lot of sense, still fails to build wealth for many people. You start investing, but then you have a series of completely unexpected expenses. You get a good job, but the next year you've got to move, and there goes your cushion. And maybe you have wedding expenses, your spouse has a job gap, you have unforeseen medical expenses, car repairs, education costs, vet bills, maybe you have a child and they need braces. Then you have a job gap, perhaps your parents need support, your healthcare costs increase, and so on. So a lot of people have the best intentions to rent and contribute regularly and get that compounding wealth. But sometimes life has a way of interrupting the best laid plans. Do you worry that you'll be renting forever? Stay until the end of this video and get a free resource. Now let's contrast that strategy with the strategy of buying a home. So number one, when you buy a home, assuming that you get a 30-year fixed rate mortgage, your largest expense stays exactly the same for 30 years. Unlike rent, it doesn't go up every year. In fact, it never goes up. Number two, just by paying your mortgage, you're building equity in your home. Part of every mortgage payment goes to paying down the loan, which increases the amount of home equity and net worth that you have in your house. Number three, homes appreciate. When your home appreciates, that extra money is part of your net worth as well in the form of home equity. Even if you don't keep your home for 30 years, you're paying down your mortgage and building equity with each mortgage payment, and your home is appreciating, particularly if you live in a desirable area. So if you encounter life's ups and downs, your wealth building strategy is not derailed like it would be if you were relying only on investing. And you aren't being constantly pummeled by increases in your largest expense like you would be if you were a renter. And hey, if life is smooth for you, you have your mortgage, you have your home, you could just invest on top of that and have a double wealth building strategy. In conclusion, renting is a completely personal choice, but you will have to contend with your largest expense increasing every year in cost. You can offset this by investing regularly, and by investing regularly and having your investments compound, you can build considerable wealth. But homeownership has the advantage that your largest expense remains at today's cost. This is how regular folks with regular jobs ended up with thousands of dollars of net worth just from buying a home. And if life proves unpredictable, the forced savings aspect of homeownership allows you to build wealth despite life's ups and downs. If you want to be a homeowner and you're not sure exactly how to get there, get my free guide and discover how to reverse engineer your way into homeownership. And get on the path today.